Okay, so today we're going to be talking about mixed numbers and improper fractions. So you received this paper. You're going to fold it in half. Just like this. Then you are going to cut on the dotted line only to the fold. Okay. So we've cut it in half. Then that leaves us the back side that should be blank. We're going to put a drop of glue in each corner. And we're putting this on page 18 in our notebook. Okay, so down at the bottom, page 18. And our title is Improper and Mixed Numbers. Okay, so when we open up, it looks kind of like a book. It says a blank is a number written as a whole number and a fraction. So in that blank, we're going to write a mixed number. Is a number written as a whole number and a fraction. When converting mixed numbers, think of map. M is multiply the whole number by the denominator. A is add the product to the numerator. And P is place the sum over the denominator. So we have a couple examples. The first one is 2 1/4. So our M says multiply the whole number, which this right here is our whole number. So whole number times our denominator. And this 4 is our denominator. So 2 times 4 gives us 8. Then it says to add the product that we just got, add to the numerator. Well, this 1 is our numerator. So we add 8 plus 1 to get 9. Then it says to place, P, place the sum over the denominator. So the sum that we just got over the denominator, which was 4. And that's it. That's our answer. Another example, we have 3 2/3. So we multiply the whole number by the denominator. So we've got 3 times 3. And that gives us 9. Add the product, so the 9 that we just got, to the numerator. That gives us 11. Place the sum over our denominator. So that gives us 11/3. Good. So then we're going to move on to converting an improper fraction to a mixed number. So we're going to shut the top half, move on to the bottom half. And it says, an blank is a fraction with the numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay, so that is improper fraction. An improper fraction is a fraction, and I think this should say where. So if we want to write where, that sounds more grammatically correct. Where the numerator is greater than the denominator. When converting improper fractions to mixed numbers, division is the action. Our steps are to divide the numerator by the denominator and to put the remainder over the denominator, then simplify if needed. Okay. I do want to remind you over here where it says divide the numerator by the denominator. I'm going to put a little star because sometimes we get a little bit confused. The numerator goes inside the box, and I'll show you what I mean. The numerator goes inside the box. Okay, so I like to think of our box as a little house. It looks just like this. And the numerator always goes inside. That means the denominator always goes on the outside. And a neat way to think about it is at night, that starts with an N, we have to go inside our house. During the day, we can go outside to play. So at night we go inside. During the day we can play outside. Numerator goes on the inside. Denominator goes on the outside. So step 1, we're going to create our box, our little house. And we're going to put our numerator 5 inside the box and our denominator 2 on the outside of the box. And we're going to divide. 2 can go into 5 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract that, we have 1. So this one is our remainder. But we are no longer going to have remainders in 6th grade. From now on, we will turn our remainder into a mixed number. So step 2 says to put the remainder over the denominator. You keep the number on the outside. This becomes your whole number. Your remainder becomes your numerator, and your denominator stays the same. So for our answer, it would be 2 and 1/2. That can be a little bit confusing, so let's try our next example. We're going to do the same thing. We're setting up our box. Numerator goes inside, denominator on the outside. 4 can go into 7 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, and that leaves us with 3. So our whole number is 1. Our numerator is 3. And our denominator stays the same. So our answer is 1 3/4.